Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going over the hallow'send event, which is a Halloween event, and we have a brand new vendor here with 4 new cosmetic items, and even I'll be showing you a wicked way to farm these loot filled pumpkins with low levels as well. So stick around and enjoy the video. And the vendor is located just outside of Stormwind Gates, and the vendor is called Dorothy, and she is selling 4 new items. And the first item is Patch Harvester Claw, and that is a cosmetic item, fist weapon, one-handed, and this will cost you 100 tricky treats. Then we have Patch Harvester Golem Post. This is a back cloak, and it is 100 tricky treats. And for the last two, we have Ensemble Prowler's Faded Headgear, and this is selling for 150 tricky treats. We have the Prowler's Faded Shoulder Cape, and that is selling for 50 tricky treats. And to obtain these tricky treats, you can simply do the daily quests over here by these vendors, and they should give you some tricky treats from here. And there is an add-on that you can use as well to get more tricky treats basically, and that is called Handy Notes. So download Handy Notes and also Handy Notes hallow'send, and then you can just open your map and you can see these candy buckets, and they are scattered all over the areas, and you can go and pick all of these up if you want to. It's going to take you a long time, but you can do that as well, and that should give you around 3 tricky treats per candy bucket you pick up. But I'm going to check it out again. I'm going to go to the Goldshire Inn and pick up that candy bucket and see how many tricky treats I get from there. It could be 1 to 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 3 per bucket you pick up. So here it is. Let's pick it up, get a handful of treats, complete the quest here as well. When you open it, you get into tricky treats and then a costume as well. So I believe it's anywhere from 1 to 3 from each one you go to, and that is loads of these all over the areas if you wish to go fly around and pick all of these up. And what you can do as well with the dungeon finder is pop over to the Headless Horseman, and over here you can do this every single day on each of your characters, and you can get one of these loot filled pumpkins, and you'll have the chance of getting the mount from it and also some new cosmetic items from there as well. You only can get 7 out of 8 pieces, as the 8 piece is with Dorothy, and you're gonna have to buy her for 100 tricky treats, and that is the Patch Harvester Golem Post, and that is the cloak basically. You'll have to buy it from her, as you can get the other 7 pieces from the dungeon, but the last one you're gonna have to get it from this vendor if you want to get the full set. So make sure to go get at least 100 tricky treats. You don't have to fly around to get them, but you can just simply do the dailies and you should get it within a few days. So make gold for me as well, so you can talk to the pet vendor, and she's got a bunch of different pets for sale for 150 treats you can buy. Ignore this pet as you're going to get it a bunch of times in the dungeon by itself, but you can get another 4 battle pets, and you can sell these straight to the auction house if you want to, or you can even learn them and sell them to the auction house for a cheaper price. But if you simply just get them from this vendor straight away and try to sell them, you can get a higher price for them. But obviously these prices will go down in value in the matter of days. And now I'm going to show you something weird. It could be an exploit or a bug, but I don't know for a fact. But with a level 10 allied character, you can simply make your way into the Headless Horseman dungeon and do it basically. So you can actually just create a level 10 allied race, make a warrior, do a tank or a healer, give it a lovely name. Basically, just go to the group finder and then change this to the Headless Horseman, and it's going to give you an epic loot filled pumpkin. It shouldn't be really doing that. It should be giving you a blue or a green one. But however, right now it's giving you a purple one. And what you can do is make a tank level 10 allied race. Simply make sure you have taunt on it as well. Specs go tank if you're going to be a tank or fury or whatever. But it's quite better to go tank or healer, as you'll get in faster groups. And from there, just jump in to this. And at the end of it, you're going to get this pumpkin, which is an epic, which you're not supposed to be getting. So that's why I'm saying it could be a bug or an exploit. And I've been trying to do this on multiple characters, and I'm trying to get the Headless Horseman mount, which is definitely can drop from the epic loot filled pumpkin, as it does say so here. On Wowhead, it hasn't updated yet on Wowhead where it says that it can drop other items, but it does drop cosmetic items. And once you get in here, I'm a level 10, and what you want to do is talk to this vendor right here, and it will give you achievement if you accept all of these curses on you, which will make it a little bit difficult. The mode, the boss will be a little bit more difficult to kill basically, but you can get a higher chance at a good reward. So all you need to do is come down here and start it. And as you can see, I've got an epic edition of the loot filled pumpkin, and then here you can also loot the mob as well. And if you're lucky enough, you'll get one of the gear pieces or even the Headless Horseman mount. Right now I wasn't lucky enough, but I do get some tricky treats and also a mask. And every single time you make an allied race character, you'll always get an epic loot filled pumpkin, which you can keep opening up every single time. And the set that you're going to be farming for me, it looks exactly like the Ragged Harvester Golem set, just that it has a different color. And you only can get 7 out of 8 pieces from here, as the 8th piece comes from Dorothy in Alliance, and for the Horde, it's a different vendor entirely, but it has the same items for sale. And if you want to keep spamming it and keep farming for the Headless Horseman mount, you can do right now, just because of the loot filled pumpkin for a level 10 allied race. Once you go into the group finder for the Headless Horseman, it's still an epic version every single time you make a brand new allied race. And I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I don't think it's an exploit, but obviously it's not meant to be there, as it's supposed to be a green or a blue. But right now, I know loads of people are taking advantage of that and trying to look for the mount and obviously the cosmetic new pieces. Even you can get this from the dungeon as well. I believe this is an old transmog that you can get, which is transmogable, the Horseman's horrific hood, and it looks something like this, which you can get from there. And there's also another item that you can get as well, the Horseman's sinister slicer, which is a weapon, and there's a bunch of others I believe too. So you can keep spamming these on level 10s, and hopefully you get them out and these transmog items as well. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to check out Discord channel, and lastly like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.